Shabbat Shalom. Today is the Most High Sabbath day. I'm probably the Most High willing to make another video here after I make this one, but I kind of wanted to touch over last week because I didn't really get to touch over all of it, And I'm gonna this is gonna shouldn't be too long of a video, but I do want to kind of touch a little bit over, and I was talking about from Yeshayahu or Isaiah 66, and I started at 1, but I was touching on the main topic I was talking about was Isaiah 66 and 4, and I'll just read it again. It says, "And I will also choose their delusion and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and choose which I delighted not." So, it's a lot said here. Like I say, people tend to think that a lot of times because they can get away with things and they think it doesn't matter by keeping the laws no more. People think that they could just do what they want to do and have certain type of relationships, things of that nature that are unlawful and stuff like that. I think that they ain't gonna have to have a day. And then they want to look at the Most High like he's such an evil Elohim, like he's such an evil person, being, and they wanna saying, but you know what? He likens it unto a woman and a man being married. You know what I'm saying? And we done heard this, like the bride, and some people say the church is the bride, but the assembly of the Most High, Israel is the Most High's bride. At the end of the day, and those that have a spouse, or whether you even have a boyfriend, or however, whatever your situation is, that loved one not being faithful to you is going to cause a problem. You know what I'm saying? And in so many different ways. For instance, you can be that. You're not necessarily, uh, just teetering with sin, and because the commandments are the agreement, or it's like the couple's vows. And when you break them, then, somebody's going to get upset. And if you really, truly, truly love the person, you get upset if they break the vows to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's understood. So this is why you see the anger in the scriptures. But the Most High not going to, he's a gentleman when he come to it, and you know what? When a person want to choose, their way, and they don't want to have a compromise in something, or they just choose, to be a certain way, you got to work with what works. I hear this all the time. We gotta finish what we started. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start and what we finish. You know what I'm saying? How you start out is how you gonna have to end it. You know what I'm saying? To a degree. Man, some of us in them old mindsets and stuff like that. And man, I can honestly say, you got to have growth. Growth is a part of life. Growth is very important. Looking for something over here real quick. I was hoping I had it over here. And I was hoping I had it over here, but it's just like that Polaroid. Somebody way back here trying to take pictures. They pop one of these joints out right here. They ready to take a picture. But you out of date. You know what I'm saying? You out of date. You know what I'm saying? We got to evolve our life and get our life together, because a lot of us, I can speak for myself, some of my past behavior, or the way that I saw things. I'm older now. I see them different now. You know what I'm saying? And most people, you're supposed to get older with and wiser, like they say. But looking hindsight, I could see some differences. You know what I'm saying? In me between that time and now. But a lot of our past behaviors is what messes up our new relationship because we want to hold on in mind frames. How we engage with a woman. Well, I always engage with a woman this way. So, okay, well, maybe she's different, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's different. Maybe you need to engage in a way because how we was engaging wasn't effective. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line, to make the person happy, we got to do the commandments. To make the Most High happy, we got to do the commandments. Or if you're a female, maybe the past behaviors, how you talk to or treated the person, isn't going to be effective with that person. It's going to cause friction. You know what I'm saying? And, the Bible say, a foolish woman plucketh her house down. Can't go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. So whether you're a man or a woman, you got to make adjustment, and we are the creation of the Creator. We got to make adjustment to come back to the commandments because we've now violated. You know what I'm saying? And then we can escape some of this wrath and see more love in our life, love in our area, period, in all parts of our life, our families, our children, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but these people, these people right here, I was born a Baptist, I'm a die Baptist. You done heard all these terms. Or if you're not holiness, church, then you're going to hell. I done had some people tell me that. If you're not holding, first of all, when did all this stuff start? And I ain't shooting no hips and no shots at nobody, but I gotta call it what it is. None of these religions was during the time this Bible was written. None of the people that I already have showed many times on video, the earliest Protestant church is 1612, which is the Baptist church. It started by John Smith in 1612. The Bible was written way before 1612, so nobody was walking around here a Baptist, Episcopalian, and all these different terms that we hear now. Now people became these later, and this is the way they found the Creator, and that's for the Most High, to deal with. But but when truth is brought to you, I'm gonna say this, and you don't want to accept it, or you don't want to evolve. It's gonna be a long, hard day on the set. I'm gonna pause this video real quick because I'm gonna go get something real quick. Okay, I'm back. Man, we stand with these behaviors. We ought to every now and then, do a self check, and we ought to do self inventory. You know what I'm saying? And because them past behaviors, when we didn't know the Most High, and we still doing them same sinful things that we doing, whether we knowing that we doing them or we in ignorance. We just can't keep violating the universal principles of the Creator, and then think we doing good, and think ignorance is going to cover us. Hosea 4:6, people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because they have forgotten the laws of the Lord thy God. He said, I also will forget them. No, their children. He said he'll forget their children. Up to that, we'll get it real quick. So ignorance is not going to cover nothing. So we can, what I don't know, he can't judge. See, this is what religion taught us. And this is why religion is jacked up. We done learned and got a degree in that and don't really know what it's saying here. Okay, this is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We always stop right there. Because thou hast rejected knowledge. When we reject the Creator, he said, I also will also reject thee. So we don't want to take knowledge. We don't want to take correction. We don't want come to terms, we want to stay in that same way, then we're in trouble. And thou shalt be no priest of me, because we're supposed to be a nation of priests according to Leviticus. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of the Lord thy God, he said, I also will forget thy children. You see that? Children suffer. Because we want to stay in them same old mentality. Well, I used to talk to this person this way, and they better understand because that's me. And they better accept all of me. And you want the other person to correct themselves, but you don't want to do the correction. You know what I'm saying? You still using this. Now I know some of y'all know, and it's nuts. Like this thing say, it's nuts. Okay, you still trying to watch a movie? Boy, I know y'all boys remember this right here, boy. I know y'all boys, boy, you pop that thing up in there, man, hit that thing. And man, when you had to rewind a part, that's kind of sucked, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's a little different than that. But some of y'all still in this mentality right here. Some of y'all still rocking these, you know what I'm saying? We got apps on, we got smart TVs now, man. We're not even like coming like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we wonder why we paying for it in our lifetime. One thing about it is, I make it a point to myself, like, hey man, I try not to say something that I'm gonna have to apologize for, because sometimes you can apologize and you still hurt the person. Yeah, they might say they forgive you, but man, they still live with that scar. You know what? That's the problem. It's a whole lot of people running around here with scars on their soul, have been hurt and still hurt, and they haven't dealt with them things. You know what I'm saying? I'm no different than nobody else. I've suffered some emotional scars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still dealing with it as a man of 51 years old. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I deal with is acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Because not feeling like I'm accepted. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really, it's kind of funny because sometimes it's not even people that you would, it's in a weird way. Sometimes it could be your family. You're not accepted in your family per se. You feel a little, like it's kind of, you looked at funny or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people are the black sheep of their family. So, you just want to be accepted. You want to be in love, but maybe you don't get took like some other, and some people have their favorites. That's just life, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I suffer from several things, you know what I'm saying, emotionally. So I don't think I'm no different than nobody else, At one time I had PTSD real bad, you know what I'm saying? I suffer with that, you know what I'm saying? I suffer with, disappointment, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that people can say something to hurt me as much as just disappointment of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I can put myself out there because what I teach, I'm telling you right now, I done worked on. I done went from counseling for it to, prayer, fasting, and everything else. So I'm not running around here hurting, but I can tell you, I'm not the same person still trying to use this to watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? And being nuts for doing it. Just like this movie title say. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I done far came and I'll let somebody be a clown. Because I'm not for to get no lip wrestling with you. None of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't like me, you just don't like me. I bet you I ain't gonna lose no sleep though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do what I can do to hope that you like me. But if you don't, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at this. Okay, so the Most High, the people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because, the Most High told you, I would choose their delusion. See, if you don't want to go the right way and you want to still stay with that VCR, after a certain amount of time come up, you could be chose a delusion. You know what I'm saying? You could be chose one. And sometimes we live in delusion. And man, let's get this real quick in Proverbs, real quick, before I show you an example. I think I want, what's that, Proverbs? I think that's what we're going to go with. Yeah. I used this scripture the other day. Proverbs 1:22. How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? How long you gonna keep on using this with your mentality? I've always treat all my people that I dated, the same way, cause that's just where I'm at with it. Okay. And then when you by yourself, because maybe some flaws in there, or you standing there alone, the musical tales of love are being played, and you the one standing up. You know what I'm saying? So you need to go stand off to the side once the music stops and you can't find a seat. You know what I'm saying? Man, you gotta get out of that mentality, brothers. All sisters. So how long will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge. See, the Bible calls a person a fool to hate knowledge. You don't want to evolve yourself. You still with this. You know what I'm saying? Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit on you. That's if you return to him. That's if you try to fix some things about yourself. Get yourself back together to the vows over here, the commandments over here. I will make known my words unto you. He'll do that if you turn. And when you hear reproof, somebody say, hey man, that ain't how we really want to rock it, man. We want to get it together this way with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He say, because I called and ye refused. This on the other side of the spectrum. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Most High said, look, I'm trying to help yourself while I bust you up. You know what I'm saying? And you still want to deal with the foolishness. But ye have set at naught at my counsel. So when the Most High sends somebody in your life, a blessing to your life, or somebody that's trying to tell you to do right, guess what? You shuck them off. You go back to the same mentalities. You know what I'm saying? And would none of my reproof. And he said, look what he say. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when fear cometh. See what I'm saying? You're going to be praying to the Most High and he going to be mocking you. Please, please, please. You're going to be, please, please, please. What? He going to mock you. What? You know what I'm saying? Help. You see what I'm saying? Man, he ain't going to come. So, man, that's a dangerous way, man. Let me get 14 real quick. I don't want 14. 14 and 9. It says, fool mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. See, a fool, he don't care. Man, I see right now, I see all the time, I see people want to have, for instance, people want to have relationships with people that's already taken. Okay. Now this man is this woman is taking this your brother's wife. I ain't talking about your physical brother, but some people do that on the physical brother. But you want to go and try to start up something with his wife. I'm gonna show you an example of that. Let me get you an example of that. I'm gonna show you how costly sin can be. Sin can be costly. We all know David, right? David, as some people say. We all know who David is, right? David tried to set it up. Oh no, First King. I should have went to First King. Get in First King. David was trying to set it up, boy. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me see something. Yeah. I'm good here. I stand corrected. Okay. Now we at 2 Samuel 12:1. Now, as I said before, the brother ended up seeing this man's wife. We know him, one of our patriarchs, David. See what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because not only, you know, if you this man was dead. Why he took his wife, but I'm gonna show you why it was wrong. But say for instance, you see a man's wife, and you a guy, and you still want to talk to her, still want to you know, hey man, you know that's not only adultery, that's coveting and stealing. That's three different ones. You know what I'm saying? But let's look at this situation. We got Nathan rebukes David. 2 Samuel 12:1. And it says, and Yah sent Nathan unto David. David, or Dawood, as it say. And he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, one rich and the other poor. It says, the rich man had exceedingly many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing, save one little, what's this, ewe lamb, or I am saying, which he had brought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat his own meat and drank his own cup and lay in the bosom and was unto him as a daughter. So this man had one lamb, baby, one little lamb, you know. And let's go to 4. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take his own flock of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was to come to him. So instead of the rich man, because he had many, instead of the rich man giving, this is an allegory. This is a prophecy and an allegory. You know, and so you got Nathan the priest talking to David. And the rich man in this situation, instead of taking his sheep to feed the poor man, he took the only lamb that man had. So this is Nathan describing this situation to Dawood, the king. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man which have done this thing shall surely die. Now, this is show you how your lips can pronounce judgment, why you don't you can speak life to your situation, or you can speak death to your situation. You can use your past behaviors. Okay, well, maybe you ain't the best way with women. You know what I'm saying? You better find a nicer way to speak. You know what I'm saying? Or if you know you don't know how to speak to a king, you better find out how to speak to a king if you're a queen. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be a problem. And in this situation right here, David don't know at this time that he now spoke to his situation. You know what I'm saying? And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing and because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, so the priest said to David, thou art that man. Thus saith Yah Elohim of Israel, the Lord God of Israel, is saying in English, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. So this is the priest telling him, hey man, the Most High anointed you as king and took you out of the hand of Saul. Saul wanted to kill you. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah, all 12 tribes. And if that be too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. So the Most High say, man, I done made you king, baby. Man, you could have had it all. You had it all, baby. You was over 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? And if you needed more, I would have gave you more. This is how willing the Most High is willing to bless us if we follow where we need to be. And instead of getting out of our little situation thinking let me tell you something. If I do something for somebody, I ain't expecting it, especially if even down to money. You know what? Sometimes when I give money, I'm not really, majority of the time, I'm not expecting it back. Because, I don't want that to hold nothing over nobody's head. And we know how we deal with some of our people sometimes. They forget that they got to pay it back. You know what I'm saying? And it can be ugly. But let's see. 9. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Okay, Uriah, David, just to give you a quick backdrop, David was, it was in the summertime. It was hot. She decided to go on the balcony. Nobody know how the story went. She probably was half dressed up there, thinking, that she, nobody can see her up there on the rooftop and laid back. David was at the palace on the hill looking down and saw her, and he desired her and wanted her. He inquired about Uriah's wife. And wait a minute, that's your soldier's wife. He's loyal to you. He's faithful to you, babe. You know what I'm saying? But David put him on the front line because he knew on the front line that this man can die. And if he did, I could take your wife. That's called blood guiltiness. He apologized for it in Psalms 51. But this is setting this situation up. Now, therefore, the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and thou hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. So the Most High mad. Most High mad. It ain't looking good. What's yours is yours, and what somebody else is somebody else. Nothing say everything gonna be perfect in our situation. But nevertheless, we gotta treat each other with respect. Period. Across the nation. Whether we family, whether we friends or spouses. We gotta treat our people with respect. We gotta talk to them like we want to be talked to. And we gotta know our positions in all these situations. So the Most High told you the sword ain't gonna escape your house, because you took Uriah's wife. Now let's see, go to 11. Thus saith Yah, behold, I will raise up evil against thine own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son. Man, Most High, the king got wives. Now the Most High just, hey, what it say? Brim for brim, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You know what I'm saying? That law got to stand. Even though David in the scriptures is a friend of the Most High, and he got a relationship I didn't have with the Most High. I still don't have with the Most High like what David. So I'm not talking down or coming, this is my patriarch. If anything, I got respect, and I'm going to learn, from him. Okay, well, the Most High did forgive him. Most High did forgive him in this situation, but I need to learn. My past dealings, hey, man, I can't be doing that no more. How I dealt with people. You know what I'm saying? Well, we better, those folks used to say, play nice. You better learn how to play nice. 12. For thou didst it secretly, but I I will do this thing before Israel and before the sun. So the Most High said, man, I'm gonna take your wives from. I'm gonna strip you down, baby. All the wives you got, baby, you gonna have to, man. You're gonna be out in the open with them. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's gonna hurt you even more. You know, the Most High punish you, take the woman of your dreams away, and you got to sit there and look at her with another man walking by, and you know that was the best thing in your life for you, and you know you probably ain't gonna ever meet a person like that again, or vice versa. You a woman, and this man is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but you know we're gonna mess that up. However, you know, man, they got to be hard because everybody gonna see it in the sight of the sun. It says, "For thou didst it secretly, but I would do this thing before all Israel." So they would try to be slick, but the Most High said, everybody gonna see. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against Yah. I have sinned against the Lord. Now, at the reproof, he acknowledged our sin, that he sinned. You understand what I'm saying? See, at the time he understood, like, man, I was wrong. I busted. I'm not trying to make up no excuse. Because some people, see, hey, man, I mean, technically, he dead. I didn't per se, but you went and had him put on the front line so that can happen. It's just like being there present. If somebody get murdered and you don't say nothing, you're going to get the same time as the person that murdered the person. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't go tell the police, you see what I'm saying? You're a part of the crime. 12. Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Most High to blaspheme, and the child that is born unto thee shall surely die. So the child that he had with her, the Most High killed it. Okay, a life for a life, brim for brim, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Where the scripture go. As you can see, got it right up. And Nathan departed unto the house, and the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife bore unto David, and it was very sick. David therefore besought God for the child, and David fasted and went in and laid all night upon the earth. So he fasted. So one thing about the Most High, he not gonna reverse it, baby. Certain laws, that's why sometimes once we say something out of our mouth, sometimes you can't take it. You can take it back, but it's already out there. It's still moving. Frequency, baby. You know what I'm saying? That frequency still going. That frequency traveling. When you pray to the Most High, everything out your mouth goes. That sound wave goes. That signal goes up. You know what I'm saying? From your pineal gland goes up, the base of your brain. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, Most High, like, baby, the prophet already spoke. You spoke it when he was telling you about the man's one little lamb, And the elders of the house arose and went unto him to raise him up from the earth, but he would not. Neither did he eat bread with them. So, he didn't eat. He just stayed down there crying. 7 days later, the child died. You see in the 18th verse. And the servants of David fell to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, behold, while the child yet alive, we spoke unto him, and he did not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead? So they was among themselves like, man, should we tell him, man? Because he was tripping when we told him while the child was alive that the Most High was going to kill him. He knew that the Most High was going to kill him. Now he going to really be tripping. But David saw this servant whisper. David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore, David said unto his servants, is the child dead? And they said, he is dead. Then David or Dawood arose from the earth washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel. So he washed, he anointed himself with the oil, changed his apparel, and came into the house of the Most High, the house of the Lord, and worshiped. Man, that say a lot right there. You know what? I almost feel like the church folk, boy. After hearing something like that, man, first of all, you have a seed and your seed die. You done fasted, you done whip yourself, and you don't even want to get on the ground. You've been on the ground basically almost 7 days. And then when the Most High took the child, you clean yourself up, you anointed yourself, put on your apparel, and came to the house of the Most High. Boy, that show right there, that's G Hood. David, I can see why David is the friend of the Creator, because ain't nothing said that we perfect. But man, I gotta give him a man shout out. I gotta give him, man, that's my patriot. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got some people, because I'm not knocking Aharon or Aaron. You know, Aaron's sons took some strange fire from the incense altar and lighted it a certain way, and they wasn't supposed to do that, and the Most High killed them. And Aaron, he didn't want to give praise when the service went. This is why Aharon or Aaron didn't make it to the promised land, because he didn't want to give worship after his children died. He didn't give worship. You see what I'm saying? But look at this. This is the difference. Look at this. This man greatly sinned, but the Most High spared him and took the child, because he could have took him. Because we know what adultery is. Boy, you can't say that the Most High is just a mean Elohim or a mean God. You understand what I'm saying? Man, get out there and practice. You know? That's a bad practice. Man, he changed his apparel. I feel like the church people, I don't want to mock. I was going to do a little dance, but I want to chill, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to mock nobody. I'm not trying to make mockery, but I can see why you want to dance after hearing something like this. You know, because I see why my grandmother used to get up and dance. Man, you get good news like this and you spared. Boy, some people, you don't want that casket to close, and you in a place that you ain't supposed to be. You out here dipping and dabbing, and you ain't got it right. It's going to be a long day on the set when everybody got to stand for judgment. You don't know them commandments, and you outside them commandments. And man, that's outdated. I pick the ones I want to do and the ones I don't do. Oh, well. Man, I promise this was going to be short. I'm going to try to keep my promise. I said it. I'm going to try to work it in 10 minutes. God says I'm going to keep the video short. I try to do what I say. But he worshiped him. Verse 20. And he came to his own house, and when he required it, he set bread before him, did eat. So he finally ate. You know what I'm saying? But see, one of David's other wives, Bathsheba, gave him a son, Solomon, to show you, well, let me go and finish reading this out. Then said his servants unto him, what thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive. But when the child was dead, thou rise and eat bread. And he said, while the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept. For I said, who can tell whether God will be gracious to me that the child may live? But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. Wow. But look right after this. And Dawood comforted Bathsheba his wife, and went in unto her, and lay with her, and she bore him a son. And he called his name Solomon. And the Lord loved him, and Yah loved him. And he sent by the hand of Nathan the prophet, and he called his name. What's this? It's Jedediah. Because of the Most High. So, man, at the end of it, he still gave him a child. Well, we have to thank the Most High for the blessing of that. Man, that's solid. That's solid. Man, I know I ain't gonna get to all this. Look up Proverbs 10. I'm gonna try to end this because I said I was gonna keep it short. Because I'm still working on my other one. What's it, Proverbs 10? Let's see where I was. 10. Wow. At the end of this, I'm going to show you the example of two sides. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. So we got to pick a team right here. You understand what I'm saying? But we know when calamity comes, like it said in Proverbs 1 and 20, Most High gonna mock you. We gotta choose a team. We gotta get out these bad behaviors. And I'm gonna end this right here. We gotta get out these bad behaviors. Some of us still using this right here. Come on to the party, Sherman. You know what I'm saying? The professor. Come on to the party, Sherman. Everybody else using a remote. Everybody else got a Roku stick. All kind of the Apple got one, and we got Sling TV and all these other ones. And we want to see a movie or Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? We could just dial it up right there. Some of us still trying to use this, taking up space everywhere, bookshelf full, big old giant bookshelf because you got 90 million of them. You can't hardly walk around the house because this, and you still with this mentality. Come on to the party, Sherman. Come on to the party. It's time. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm working on me. Not the most perfect person, but I strive for the commandments every day, and I repent every day, man. This is a beautiful situation that was taught today, you know what I'm saying? Man, I hope that the Most High bless and guide and keep everybody today, and everybody be found in their right mind and divine health, you know what I'm saying, in spirit, you know what I'm saying? They loved ones as among themselves, bless ye the Most High on this day, and I want y'all to have a blessed and holy Sabbath, because today is the Most High Sabbath day. So Shabbat Shalom. This your brother Jeremiah. With Shabbat Talk, man, just a little quick session. You know what I'm saying? Something to think about, just to show you the goodness and the love of the Creator. And I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom.